Okay. Let's look at ACRO. We're going to start with the USD pair, and then we're going to switch over to the Bitcoin pair. Let's go to the 1 day. I like starting on the 1 day. Charts are just a little bit easier to read, and in my opinion, it's one of the most important charts, time frames to look at. Dragging Fibonacci from the bottom to the top, per usual. So let's start mapping out support and resistance to start. This 618 level here is the resistance. If you want to look at the finer details of good entry points, essentially, is what we're always trying to find here. Entry points, the key. We have a support line right about here, right along this 2 to 3 cent mark in this area. We also have a trending support line going upwards, and this is a longer ascending triangle here that we can map out. So what we want to look for now is a good entry point. Is this going to go back down, and how far is it going to go back down? Is this support trend line going to carry its way upwards, where we see, let me get my path tool here. Can we see this do a small retest upon this breakout and continue upwards? Because we saw the retest here, and now this, the resistance here, and this resistance line will then become support, possibly here at the 382. So that's a possible scenario. You could also see this drop down to the support line on the trending line upwards. That would still remain very bullish in the long term. Or, if you'd hate to see it if you're invested in this coin already, but it'd be a great buying opportunity if you haven't. Buying on the support line here at the 0.028 level. Could see that happening as well. So we're going to look at the shorter time frame. I like switching between the 4-hour and the 1 day. And got a nice little correction here. Looks like it's kind of swing momentum upwards, possibly. Kind of looks like a small little bull flag. And so what we can try and do, just a little fun prediction. Bull flag here. This is our base, or our pole of the flagpole. And to measure how far this next one could possibly go up, I'm going to literally just drag it and drop it over here. I'm going to expand this so you can see this a little bit better. This could be the next, run up of a continuation up to, the 7 cent mark, which it's, trading at in between like 5 and 6 cents right now. Let's see what kind of percentage of profits we can get if it's trading right here, ends up here, 39%. Otherwise, up close to 30% here at its previous high, all-time high on Tether at least. But yeah, those are two possible scenarios I could see happening. Finally retesting here at the highs. Could even, get our path tool again. Let me actually delete this. it could also, let's draw a line here, come up, retest, drop down a little bit as a sort of another bull flag repetition, and then continue up, going towards a nice bullish around 9 to 10 cents. So we can set a higher time frame target here around this 9 cent and 0.096 mark would be a good trade. That would be a really nice bullish scenario here. But so that's with the USD pair. What's always important is to look, especially during this huge bull market where there's a lot of money flow coming in from Bitcoin, Big Daddy Bitcoin, which is essentially the sugar daddy for all altcoins, because the money flowing from this bullish Bitcoin is going to go into alts, and traders know that. A lot of people know that. So I'm going to look at the 1 day here on the Bitcoin ACRO pair. This wick is insane. I have no idea how to explain that wick. That thing is crazy. But we're going to realistically kind of, let's just set for fun though, that mark. See if sometime in the future, recheck this chart and see if it pops off above that. That would be funny to see. So we'll do the same thing. Start with Fibonacci. Drag it up. I'm going to drag it to here and see if that's anything, see if I'm seeing anything. I mean, 618 level is kind of this support line. It's not as beautiful as the other ones I've marked using Fib, but essentially kind of riding in this channel between 382 and 618. Let's look at the 4 hour and see kind of where it's swinging to. Yeah, essentially the same thing, a small potential bull flag. Could be breakout, retest, continuation to this next resistant line here at 156. Could possibly drop back down here. Another bull flag scenario, continuation. So a good entry point here would be just around this, 618 support line, which is, what do we have? 74. This is a good entry point, possibly. Otherwise, a nice continued bull run here would be essential. I mean, you have this long accumulation phase, which could lead to, higher highs off this, built up momentum. So, yeah, that's ACRO, Bitcoin and USD pair.